Hey Kubos, what's up? Finally here today, Final Fantasy Talk, and today I'm going to talk about some more Final Fantasy 15 news. And as you know, I'm a bit late on this, but I just want to make a video on it anyway, as everybody knows about this anyway. Final Fantasy 15 will be coming out in 2016. It is our year, baby. Let's go. As you know, lots of Gamescom news and everything, and Gamescom was actually the event for Final Fantasy 15, and I'm so glad my hopes were not crushed that much at all. Basically, what Square Enix said at the event, we can certainly say to people it's not coming out to be in Final Fantasy in 2017. It won't be coming out in 2017. It's going to be before that. So what's before that? This year or next year? Either way, next year 100% for Final Fantasy 15. As you know as well, that they're working on a new demo for Final Fantasy 15 as well, probably before the final release date, to show a little bit more of Final Fantasy 15 before we get our full-on hands on this precious, beautiful game that we've been waiting for 10 years now. As new information on the game, the Dawn trailer released at Gamescom 2, focusing more on the game's background story. So if you're wondering what all that talking about was, and how Noctis' father was holding him and everything as a baby, just a little bit about the story. And you know, I can't wait for that, dude, because I love Final Fantasy stories. I just love Final Fantasy stories, how it starts, and then just as you play through the game, just every Final Fantasy story just gets you catch on to it. Even 13-2 and Lightning Returns and all, and even 13-2 and Lightning Returns, those games just really got me stuck onto the story and everything. And set 15 years before what we've seen of the game until now. That trailer shows the king holding a young prince, Noctis, before the camera pans out to revealing three massive figures looming in the distance. So who knows, honestly, who knows what that is. Can't confirm that it's summonings, because Square Enix will not confirm, but summonings in this game actually does seem legit. Like, you know how in previous Final Fantasy games, besides Final Fantasy X, because it was really based on the Aeons as well, but in previous Final Fantasy games, there was no really background story of why there are summons. Like, why do we have summons now and everything? You know, kind of FF8 kind of did explain that, because it was Guardian Force, and you know, had your Guardian Force to be strong. That's how you were strong, and that's how you leveled up, was from adding magic to your Guardian Force and leveling them up. But in any other Final Fantasy story or game, they didn't really explain summons at all. And I really do believe that Final Fantasy 15 has a huge part with summons, Aeons, whatever you want to call them, in the game, and I can't wait for it. But anyway, Kubos, I think I'm so stoked, dude. I am just so stoked for this. I gotta get myself a PS4. I got Xbox One, but if I'm gonna play an FF game, I need a PS4. And whenever that game comes out, I'll probably pick one up a week before and get my grinding on. And of course, there will be videos of Final Fantasy 15 and more news on this channel, all for you, Kubos. So anyway, Kubos, you let me know what you most excited for Final Fantasy 15. I'm honestly really excited for the summons and the story. I just can't wait. I just really, like I said, I just really think there will be more of a background story of why there are summons in Final Fantasy 15. But anyway, Kubos, leave your comments below. And yeah, so anyway, Kubos, hope you enjoyed. I'm Final, and I'm out. Kubo, see ya.
Ah ha 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 ha!